I am pleased to welcome Rabbi Mark Borovitzand and his wife Harriet Rossetto here to talk about some book signings that they're going to be doing later this month in the desert. Welcome to you both.
Thank you. Thank you.
So before we get to the book signing, which is next Sunday, tell me a little bit about how you got to this point in your career and sharing your faith and helping people with addiction.
Well, I'm the founder, so I'll go first. Also, I'm older.
Ladies first.
I was on the hunt for a mission a lot of my life. I'm a social worker by education, and I finally found it in 1984.
In Los Angeles, correct?
In Los Angeles. I was called to an ad in the LA Times looking for a person of Jewish background and culture to work with Jewish criminal offenders.
Okay.
And as I had always fancied myself a nice Jewish girl, but I like bad boys, it seemed to call my name. And I began visiting Jewish people in jails and prisons, and most of them were addicts of one kind or another.
And your story is also interesting because you sort of are a product of all of this as well.
Right. Well, I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, nice Jewish boy, good family. And I made a turn because I made a decision that my net worth was equal to my self-worth. If I had money, then I was okay. If I didn't have money, then I was no good.
Okay.
And I had seen it in the culture. I mean, people with money, they were respected and listened to, and people who didn't have money weren't. So I started criminality and drinking. I was I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I'm a recovering criminal. Now I call myself formerly incarcerated person. That's the new correct term, not ex-offender.
Good to know.
And so what happened was I did it. I ran amok for 20-some years, and in and out of jail and state prison. And in 1986, I was arrested again.
Okay. So how did you get from that to then now being a rabbi and working with your wife to help people that were sort of in your shoes so many years ago?
I had this spiritual awakening that said that I realized that the man upstairs was trying to tell me something, and I had to sit in prison until I could figure it out.
So your story and your mission together now has inspired a documentary that's won awards, inspired these books that you're going to be signing in Palm Desert next Sunday. What can folks expect from that book signing and from these books if they're not familiar?
Well, what they can expect is real. What they can expect is hope. What they can expect is a path to wholeness. Harriet speaks about from whole in the soul to a whole soul. And that's a spiritual journey, because ultimately addiction is a spiritual malady. It's a sense of isolation, of loss, of lack of meaning and lack of purpose. And true faith, real faith communities are not dogmatic. They're about seeing each person for who they are and helping them become who they're supposed to be.
So again, that book signing is happening at the Barnes & Noble in Palm Desert next Sunday, the 21st, or Saturday, excuse me, from 1 to 4. Where can folks find out more information about the both of you and what you do?
You can go online to beitshuva.org. Mark,
HarrietRossetto.com.
Okay.
And RabbiMark.com.
Wonderful. Okay, well, thank you both for joining us today and being on the program.
Well, thank you for having us.
Get out to that book signing, folks. Thanks
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank
of course.
you so much.
Thank you.